Every one of these boys here today has acquitted himself well. We've seen a wonderful women's tournament, or girls tournament, and we are seeing now the climax of this men's tournament. Here's Australia, 19 all women's round one. Australia and the Samoa Barbarians having the draw. Condors over Wasps in round one as well. And then Australia getting done by the Wasps in the women's round two game. And while the Condors took it out 34-0 over the Samoan Barbarians. In the men's pool, Australia drew against New Zealand Māori, but have made it all the way through now. And the Condors were too good for the Cooks in their first game of the day. And then the women's Condors defeating Australia, going on, of course, to win the whole tournament. Australia too good for Samoa in pool play, 33-12. And that Samoan team, I think, has really come through and improved throughout the day as they've got to understand each other's play better, KT, and that's important in tournament play sevens.
Oh, 100%, Sumo, especially with that effort against New Zealand Condors. You can just see that they started buying into their game plan, buying into their structure, especially defensively, where they applied a lot of pressure, and their kickoffs were outstanding. So I suppose they won't deviate from that too much with this Australian unit.
Bowl final won by New Zealand Māori. New Zealand Condors winning the women's final. The plate final won by the New Zealand Condors. And now we have the last game of the day. The Australian boys side, who have impressed us with their ability all day long, especially the likes of Peach there in jersey number 2, Will Terry, Wallace, Stongy, McDermott. Armstrong has been good today, Van der Hayden and Clarkin. Malasauskas too can offer plenty from the bench. For Samoa, Yosefo Masoi, Godney Tine, Tanialu Talia, Siave Tonguiu, I think has been the player of the day. I would suggest that's a unanimous call from us in the commentary box. Fa'alili, Logan Fanotti and Jona Mau, who has been wonderful as well. Ezra Vai rounds out the team, coached by Junior Polulea-Ulinganga. Hugh Carpenter, coach of the Australian side. And Samoa to play from left to right as you watch from home. This promises to be a thrilling final.
Time's on.
Kickoff is made. We are underway in the boys' final. And immediately Australia into possession through Sam Wallace. And they win the first penalty of the day. They will look to play with pace and aggression, this Australian side. There's no doubt about that. Tom McDermott skids a couple, heads for the line. And James Armstrong will get it. The first try of the day, and built on typical Australian abrasiveness.
Yeah, they'll back their fitness in this final, no doubt about that. This Australian team, James Armstrong, doing some supreme work from the tap kick there. You see, he's the first receiver, just the right step. The defence comes up, one missed tackle. They had numbers to the left-hand side. They didn't even need them.
Thanks, mate.
Defensively, caught out there, Samoa.
He kind of got himself in that 50-50 space, didn't he? The Samoan defender went up and realised that it wasn't the right thing to do, but he had already committed. And that created the opportunity. Armstrong been outstanding all day. Look at that big right foot step.
He's been a super player today, James Armstrong. One of many promising Australian players we've seen both here in the men's section and the women's section as well. Wonderful to see them here in New Zealand supporting the sport. It's a great showcase for the next generation of stars on the Sevens World Series. Samoa now, their hands on the ball for the first time in the match. And Siave Tonguiu, they will know he needs to be looked after, and it takes 2 to put him down. There was no clear release.
Push green!
Still, Samoa deep inside their own half, looking for a first shot, and there's the break from Jona Mau.
Hitting the release. Entry
Canada
first.
penalty. And
Entry
the
first.
Samoan Barbarians work their way into the Australian half on the back of consecutive whistles. Tongoiu, this time he passes. Plenty of pace on that left-hand side.
Foot and touch,
Ravai,
gents.
unfortunately, puts a foot in touch.
Yeah, Talia there.
Okay,
Plays centre in the 15-a-side game. Very abrasive on that far side of the field. That's what they need. They can't turn over easy ball.
watch my hand.
Excuse me,
Watch
that is
my hand.
Danielu Talia. A wonderful exponent of the 15s game as well. He's had a great schoolboy career in Australia this time. Come up with a
Scrum on the
mistake.
15, guys.
2:40 gone in the final.
What's unusual, Talia will be second five in defence, and on attack he'll come out to the wing, and what that does is push in Tongu into the centre position. He's the guy with the good footwork there, second receiver in. Look out, they get good clean ball from here.
Ball is quick. Here is Siave Tongoiu. Holding the ball in one hand, looking to get away, can't do. They've defended well against him so far in the game, and they win the penalty this time, holding
Tackle
on.
assist.
Oh, kind of
Number 9 on
size
the
there for the
right.
Australians. He's down.
Yeah,
he's in all sorts.
He's in a world of hurt, no doubt about that.
He was a
Carl
tackle assist. Sorry, he was a arriving player.
looks like
Go
he's
for the
taken a
ball.
knock to the throat.
Well, he's the one in charge of defending Tongiu in the midfield. It's good to see him up. One-on-one he does supremely well from the set piece. Here it is here. Comes around and... Oh, just there, the foot, he gets it right on the throat. Yeah, not nice.
Yeah, we're going to make a call now. You want to stay on, mate?
Gee, that's gotta
Let's
hurt.
go.
He's a tough kid.
Close back on.
Hey, he's a tough kid.
Pass me the ball.
Not releasing.
Tough on the bloke. Tackle is
I want
made,
a tackler!
and they need to put that man down, Peach. Dylan Peach has been outstanding. And again, Samoa's hustle on defence good here. Trying to stop this Australian side in their tracks. That's Tate McDermott. Another who's impressed in the 15s game. A step off the right. One in the backfield for Samoa. Makes the tackle. Good sweep play. And Australia this time benefiting from Kyle Harris's penalties.
Get him, get him, get him.
Dongi. And a wide, and here goes Peach. And Peach will coast under the bar. Australia extend.
What they're so good at, this Australian team, is just executing the basics really quickly and not giving Samoa an opportunity to reset on defence. Back-to-back penalties, so tough, and then, well, this guy, one-on-one, just hits an angle and he's never going to be stopped.
He's got that lovely ability to make things look easy, Dylan Peach. He's had an outstanding day,
Let's go, thank you, kicker.
and on that occasion, ball out wide, lovely angle, and strolled over. Conversion from out in front's an easy one, so handy lead now in this final. From the quick tap, gets it out, look, just makes everything look, never looks like he's trying that hard, Dylan Peach, but it couldn't be anything further from the truth.
He's got the Matt Burke, Sterling Mortlock, Herbert build about him, doesn't he?
Yep, stocky, fast, no nonsense.
They will challenge at kick-off time. They'll do it all day long, but they've lost this one forward, so we'll come back. William Terry, an absolute weapon at restart time today.
And for me, Sumo, I just get the feeling that Samoa need to get some joy out of this next set piece. They need to find something before the half. It's been totally outplayed at the breakdown at the moment.
Crouch.
Someone has to create something, and we know who that can be. And jersey number 16 for Samoa.
No weight.
Well, Australia with one less sub on the bench in this game as well. And we'll explain that for you a little later. Again, it's Danielu Talia. Took it into contact. Advantage now for Samoa. Can they get something?
Like that.
Kaltinana is right. They need to profit
Release, tackler.
before the break, you feel.
Straight through.
Fa'alili. They whip it across. They are desperate to get this man into the game. Tongoiu. Talia. Now he offloads, and somehow that's gone back into Samoan hands. cutting up the middle of the park this time. Nothing like taking the short route.
Release tackler.
Tine
Hands
cut
up,
down on
three.
the 22-metre line. Back across for Fa'alili. Now into the hands of Maud. He goes through the tackle. Jonah Maud. He has been outstanding today. And he gets Samoa's first of the final.
One thing that sticks out for me with this kid is just so deceptive. Deceptively fast, deceptively strong, very lanky in his build. Here's the initial break from Tine up the middle of the park. To get good, quick clean out, and from there's the direct result. See there? Just so strong. That's a good way of taking try.
Do you know, they'll be excited about that, Samoa, because what it shows is that they've gone away, I think, from their strength, which was to punch hard through the middle of the park. They've probably got, pound for pound, a more powerful athlete out here.
Where'd my bottle go?
But so far, we have seen a willingness from them to go wide and try and get around this very well-organised Australian defence. Just go over the top might well be the message.
Well, 100%. I think also, Sumo, as Australia goes into the half, 12 points to 7 up, just being able to have those two types of game plans, I think they've done well and learnt a lot over the course of this day.
Restarters deep, and they did well to make sure that did not cross the line. Excellent work, in fact, from Maxwell Kauai-Loa. But now they have some work to do. It's a collar tackle, but not picked up. Australia leading the game. And a long way from home, that pass has gone forward. They just got carried away trying to find Terry wide. Sometimes you've got to take a tackle.
Was the right idea, just execution not so, unfortunately. The hole was there.
Mark's here, guys.
Now what that has done is set up Samoa in brilliant position. You see they're good defensive line from Samoa, forcing that pass initially. Great.
Crouch.
Had the big wind up. He just let it go too soon.
Crouch.
You've got a one-on-one on the right-hand side. You've got a good clean ball. Give it to the guy in jersey number 16. He'll go all right.
Chance now through the middle of the park. Tine, always a threat. Siabi, Tongawiu, he decides I'll go backwards to go forwards. Frees it up on the outside for Masoi. Back for Tongawiu. Big chance now for the Samoan Barbarians as they skip out. Crossfield kick. Beautifully done. What a try that is going to be. Tony Talia on the receiving end of a crossfield kick, a rarity in the game today.
Got an 18-8 is the man with the kick pass.
That's all good, that's good.
But it was the footwork that he used to initially give himself space, the playmaker for the Samoan Barbarians team, and then the ability to put it on the toe, recognise where the space was, the skills to get it there on the fly. This kid, outstanding.
Talia on the receiving end. Gee, this is clever play, Richard Turner.
He's got a win behind him, so the judgment there, perfect. No rotation subs all round here from both sides. And keep the sides as fresh as possible.
Sauskas received the kick-off. He's into the park. Matthew McTaggart. And that one has gone forward as well. Australia just getting caught trying to do too much at the wrong end of the park.
I think also the Samoan team have found their groove again back in defence. Structurally, they're coming up is one. It's so tough to break. They're covering each other's back, and that's the thing that's forcing these mistakes from this Australian team. And now Samoa playing all of this game in the Australian half.
Crouch.
They lead by 2.
Bind.
As we close in on the 10-minute mark in this game.
Yep.
The final of the inaugural World Skills Sevens. And this Barbarians side, as our colleague Faunal Ken Laban has pointed out, was a last-minute addition today. Here he is, Tongawiu goes on the outside. Can he go all the way? You bet he can. He is a superstar in the making, Siabi Tongawiu.
Or underline it, put a highlight through it, whatever you do, make sure you watch out for this kid. There is nothing going on when he receives this ball. It's a one-on-one defense. But look, just the way he hits it at pace, uses the swerve, and gasses him on the outside. He shreds him.
Well, I said it when he scored his first try today, KT. Just so much power, this guy. Unbelievable. His explosiveness, second to none. And he's been simply outstanding today. The conversion, though, from Samoa. No good. I'll tell you what, there's been a bit of a debate on the sideline here, fellas. The Aussie boys have been rolling subs, and then the sub-controller here said they couldn't roll the skipper back on, and they've just clarified that. A lot of heated debate. It's clarified it now. They're all back to normal, so you can make 5 changes. It doesn't matter when or who they are, as long as you only make 5.
That's the one. They run out of fingers. Australia now through the middle of the park. Clean up after the kick, but you'd have to think he was committed, and the touchline wins. Peach not happy.
Ball's touched. Ball's touched. Ball's touched.
Oh, the ball touched in flight. No, the ball has been touched and no quick throw-in. Just trying to get my own communication with the referee sorted there. That one's over the top, so a mistake. Tried to trap it to Tate McDermott. Did pretty well. Dongy. And Nick Dongy goes wide to McTaggart. Cuts back in field. Frees the ball up, and the defender was right there.
Just too early. Keep pushing, bro.
Gee, I thought that was pretty well timed. Referee's got him for an early tackle. Now he's got him for something else.
11.
What's going on here?
Not 10 and high. Wait for my whistle, thank you, mate.
That's tough in the final, leading by 2. With a minute and a half remaining, Samoa will have to finish with 6 on 7. Here's the chance for Australia. They'll get the score. Tate McDermott. He's been sensational for them today. And Samoa penalised twice in quick succession, lost a man, and may well now have lost the game.
Well, the conversion to even it up, Sumo, will come down to the minute by the time it's done. But you've got to admire the fight back in this Australian team. Numerical advantage of McDermott gets it back into this one, and he is stoked. And well done, he should be too.
Well, make sure of that. Make sure of that, but how important now. The Samoans had the same conversion opportunity at the other end of the field about a minute ago. Missed it. So we've got a ball game locked up. Here's the finish again.
When you're ready.
19 points apiece. Golden point extra time is the order of the day. In the event of a draw at full time, they did not release the player. Did well too. Toi Law understood the rules, got a knee to the deck. Looking to make a play from Monty. Now they find Tonui. Again, he just says, I'll take you on. Straight down the right-hand line. Trying to get a crossfield kick and play. Couldn't do it. Australia now in a possession inside their own 22. Terry gets hit hard, driven back. It was a tackle that took out 2. Toi Law. Beasting up on D. Now he gets skinned. Now Australia with a chance on the right-hand side. Sam Wallace. No one in front of him. Wallace for the try. He will go all the way, Sam Wallace. They are in raptures on the sideline, Australia. And that will do it. They have come across the ditch, and they've taken the final.
Oh, and they deserve it, Sumo. You have to say they cannot deny them. It was good defence on the outside from Australia. They forced Samoa back in, and in the end got the turnover that they duly required, and they had to get back in numbers. They were stuck in their own 22. They scored from deep.
Off the field.
What a game.
Well, they've had to get all the subs off the field. They've all run on for hugs, and the kick is missed. It is immaterial. Australia are the inaugural champions of the GJ Gardner World School Sevens. 24-9, the full-time score. Willie Lorsayers stalking the field, waiting to present the trophy. Give the Samoan Barbarians full credit for making the final. They defeated the New Zealand Condors team here today. That is the invitational side, the best of the players on show at the National Secondary Schools Champs. They were leading this match. They just could not hold on at the end, but they've been outstanding today in this Australian side. So much to celebrate about the potential within it. Great scenes, great camaraderie between all these kids on show today. They'll have an after-match function now where they get to sit down and have a fizzy water.